What's up guys, Cloud Journey here. It's been a while since I made a video, but I'm excited about this find I had. Just got back from Cuba last night. Had an awesome trip. Then we decided to just hit up Value Village while we were in the big city. It's like a local thrift store, and we got there pretty early. So I guess they had just put these on the racks, but all these games were 10 bucks Canadian each. Pretty nice and mint. Donkey Kong Country. This is for SNES. I've been really starting to pick up on the Super Nintendo games. I wish there was more. I was pretty greedy, but yeah, it looks like all the inserts. I don't know if it has a manual. This is the first I've opened it. So they've just been in the bags. That's funny, that one doesn't have a manual, but it has all these inserts. Manual will be easy enough to get for that. Also got Donkey Kong 2 and Donkey Kong 3, and these are all crisp and like nice bright colors, and then Wario Woods, which isn't as exciting, but hold on. Okay, so I got all the wrappers off there. I think I'll just go through each of these. I already went through this just to show you the box. It's got the French and English, so that's how you know it's like a Canadian one. For those of you wondering, I do still collect comics and stuff. What I've been doing more is every year for my birthday, I buy a really big book. So I bought Avengers #1 last birthday. And I've sort of been into the video games because for one, I like video games, and this is kind of more stuff I grew up on. #2, I think that video games, there's a good chance it could go the same way as comics, as people are starting to collect these like complete games. It says Diddy Kong 2. These are really awesome games that were some of the best for Super Nintendo. But so if you can find, like, what they're starting to do is grade video games now, and the market's sort of shifting there where people are collecting these graded games. So in similar to comics, it's all about condition of the boxes and the stuff. They've got some awesome inserts in there. And this one comes with a manual. The other thing, look at that. Like, so not a lot of color break. Imagine pressing manuals. You can make a super crisp manual for something like that. Just something I've been having this debate with a friend of mine over what's going to happen with comics and video games, because he thinks it's crazy, some of the prices, because they have them all in heritage auction now, just going for crazy amounts of money. And I just think there's a lot of things right now. Video game collectors are very much completionists, kind of like old school comic collectors were, but I could totally see it shifting again to like the blue chip books or games. So trying to sort of identify what those might be and fill my collection with those key appearances and favorite old games that I love. Wario Woods. This is one of the, it seems like the better conditioned boxes. This is not a game I really ever played, but it was there with the rest. So this doesn't have the French, so that's going to be like an American game. Did this one have the French? Yeah, this one didn't have the French either. So unless in the newer ones they just stopped doing it. But so I have picked up a couple NES games and stuff as well. Let's see. Oh, so lots of inserts in here too. Manuals there. A little bent up and beat up, but not too bad. No rips or anything. More inserts. Oh, and this has the white cardboard. You can get replacements for these cardboards and stuff too. And the poster. We have a rental suite downstairs, but so we don't have a ton of space in our house because we rent out all our extra space, but I really want to have like a nerd room. I'd like to have the old Super Nintendo and Nintendo set up and my comic spinner rack and have all that looking all sweet. So yeah, no, this one looks like it's in just excellent condition. And again, it's not a game I really am super fond of, but I do like Wario. If anyone's wondering, Wario's first appearance was Super Mario World 2 for Game Boy. Super Mario World, is that what it was? What was the Super Mario Land 2 for Game Boy. But yeah, I'll clean these up after. And lastly, Diddy Kong 3. Looks like somewhere on, I wonder if this would rub off. I might be able to get that off, but I might just leave it. Someone wrote S on all those, so maybe it was the store or something back in the day. Again, nice box. These games were the perfect amount of, like, they were difficult and challenging, and you had to spend a lot of time on them, but they were fun and you could continue to kind of make progress in them. Like the old NES stuff, some of it was just so frustrating. I might steal that. No, someone doesn't know what to do with this. I think I'll steal that white insert from Wario and put it in one of this one. And like the first Donkey Kong game was like, it's not very rare. There's a lot of them made, but I think as these second and the third is kind of the most rare, but they were all pretty popular, so it's not like these are excessively rare games. But they're good games and they're fun games, so I think very good to have in the collection. Lots of inserts and stuff, so that's always helpful. Yeah, the manual on this one, again, bent in the corner and stuff. But not too bad. It says USA in the corner, so I guess that's an American one. Nintendo of America. Redmond, Washington. Yeah, take a quick. So yeah, $10 each for those. Tip for hunting for stuff in a thrift store. I do a lot of thrifting and reselling and stuff like that, but go early because they'll often get there an hour or so before the store opens and they stock the shelves, and that's when a lot of the good stuff's there and there's not a lot of people there. So I got lucky because these would have disappeared quick. They had like Xbox 360 games for the same price as these. So yeah, that's my haul. Just wanted to show off. And I should try to make more videos because I haven't been making nearly as many videos. Thanks for watching, guys. You guys collecting games. Feel like there's a bunch of people going through the same shift. Part of it, like I was saying too, was you know, comics are just getting so expensive and out of reach for a lot of them. And I honestly think what's going to happen is you're going to have the peak of the Marvel movies. It seems like it's kind of happened, and then when that dies down, there'll be a lot of the sort of fringe people, collectors, I think, will drop off, and some of the prices on comics will come down. The blue chip books, I think, will keep their price, but I think a lot of the other stuff, the miscellaneous smaller keys, will go down. So it's fun to get in on this kind of stuff a little earlier, because I think if you start getting to this, if you wait too long, then you get priced out of the market, right? And it's not nearly as fun. So yeah, but this is what I got today. I'm quite happy with this. If anyone's interested in trades or stuff like that, like I might be willing to trade, especially this one. Might be willing to trade this if it's for something I like, or all these Donkey Kong games, let me know. But I already have Donkey Kong 1, so I don't really need that one, but these other two I didn't. But if it's for something I want more, like I like the classic NES games and stuff, then let me know. All right, guys, well, I hope you're doing good. Merry Christmas.